Welcome to the video on how to attach a marking rubric to Turnitin assignment. In this video, I would be explaining how a marking rubric can be attached to the Turnitin assignment, and you can do automatically the marking and providing feedback to the students. A marking rubric is prepared based on the common assessment criteria or common assessment standard that is aligned to the institutional assessment strategy. So a marking rubric becomes important when you want to ensure that there is a consistency in marking in a module which is offered as multiple sessions and in a module which is delivered by many teachers. So such a practice would help ensure the marking process is common across the sessions and it is consistent across the sessions, and individual subjectivity plays very lesser role in the marking process. Now let's first open the Moodle page where you create the link of the Turnitin or Turnitin submission link for your students to submit their assignments. So I have two links here. One is for the submission of the group assignment and the other one is for the submission of the group assignment work proposal. So let's open any one of them. I'm just preferring to open the group assignment proposal submission. And when you open there, you have given all these start dates, due dates and everything. And on your top right side, you have this particular mark which gives you the launch rubric manager. Click there, and that would direct you to this page. Here you are seeing a BE or Business Economics group assignment fall 16 rubric already created, because I've already created this rubric. That's why you are seeing this particular rubric already prepared here. So now you want to do a new rubric. You can go to the create new rubric, and here in the bottom of this particular box you are getting many other rubrics which have been already prepared by me for other modules. So whatever rubrics you are preparing, it will automatically be saved here in your Turnitin depository, so that when you want to use the same rubric in the future, you can use the same. You don't have to type and create a new rubric all the times. Or if you want to use the same rubric with minor editing, that's also possible. So here I'm just going to create a new rubric. Press there, and here on the bottom of the page you have various options here. This is to give the percentage of the marks, and this is to enter any numeric, and this is to make a qualitative rubric without adding a percentage as such. If you're using any of these things, or there is an option, there is always an option to automatically generate the marks also. So as we are not giving the marks to the students before the moderation of the assignments or the group student works, we are not using these two options. Let's focus on this particular option. You press here, and here you have an option to give the heading for a title for your rubric. So beyond a limit, this area won't accept a name which is more than a particular word limit. So it's always preferable that you give a name which is very short. For example, if you're doing a marking rubric for a module called Staffing, Training and Development, you can put Staffing, Training and Development, Individual Assignment, because you want to differentiate between individual assignment and the group assignment, and the semester fall 16. So here you give the title for your rubric. So I'll just introduce what are these things meaning. For example, criterion 1, criterion 2, criterion 3, and because you'll have a different criterion in your assessment. For example, you'll have a different task. So always an assignment starts with introduction. If you have allocated marks for the introduction, you can put here, and maybe you can put here task 1, task 2, and task 3. Imagine you have an assignment with more than 3 tasks. So you can click here, this plus button, and one more table is created. Then you can put task 4. So based on the numbers of your task in the particular assignment, you can keep adding the columns for that particular thing. Then here you give the general heading here, and below that our first column was for the introduction, and here you can give the general what are the criteria you mean. For example, you can say that objectives of assignment is given, structure of the report is given, whatever you can give anything generally, and you can even give allocated marks for particular section. For example, here you have allocated 4 marks. Let's take for example, you have allocated 4 marks for the introduction, then you can give it here. And the task 1, maybe in the task 1 you want to give the name of the task. For example, your task wants to talk about the importance of training in an organization. So you can give that. Then you can say, for example, you can give the marks allocated. Maybe 15 marks. Then again, if you want to give, for example, the broader criteria like depth of analysis, extent of research, whatever you feel applicable to your particular task, you can give those descriptions here. And here you are seeing the scale 1, scale 2, and scale 3. What we can do is we can divide the marks. Generally, we do divide the marks between 0 to 40, because 40 is the pass mark, then 40 to 50, 50 to 60, something like that. So you can start from the range of the marks that you want to give. For example, 90 to 100, then 80 to 89, whatever. So as we have already prepared, we might have already prepared the marking rubric. So I'm going to open one marking rubric which is already prepared by me. So this is a marking rubric which I prepared for the staffing training and development individual assignment in the fall 16, and this is the marking range that I've put: 90 to 100, 80 to 89, 70 to 79, and 40 to 49, then 0 to 39, these things. And these are the criteria. For example, each task is given, introduction is given. So introduction, if it has to get 90 to 100% of the marks, this is my requirement, and this is for 80 to 89. So for each marking range, what is the corresponding requirement is given here. And for example, let's go to the task 1, and this is the task 1 where for a student to get 90 to 100% of the marks in the particular task, that is 90 to 100% of the 15 marks, because 15 marks is the allocated mark, then this has to be comprehensive and focused identification of all 3 issues, because I'm asking the students to come up with 3 issues. Answers are well structured and clearly linked to the case study given. Very detailed discussion is provided with critical analysis. Then, for example, there are at least 5 sources of in-text citation and corresponding references from relevant journals and articles. Then we can say that no errors in reference, grammar, and spelling, because I've derived from this criteria which is aligned to the marking rubric provided by the institution or the partner university. So what you can do is, once you have set the ranges in your marking rubric here, these are the ranges that you have set, then you will be doing 70 to 79 and all these things you will be doing. Then you copy this particular part and you can paste here. So similarly, this one, copy here, paste, so copy and paste here. For example, this is for the introduction generally. Then for the task 1, for all the tasks, then you can do like this. And after copying all the things here, so here also, for example, here also I have only 70 to 79, so I need more, so I can put here. Then I can have 60 to 69. Then again I need. So you can keep on adding until you get the minimum number of columns or rows that that you want based on the nature of your assignment. So here I'm done with copying my rubric from the Excel to this Turnitin rubric table. And here these are the different tasks, task 1, 2, 3, and conclusion here. And these are the different ranges of the mark: 90 to 100, 80 to 89, 70 to 79, 60 to 69, like this. Then once you are done with copying and pasting all the required fields and columns, you can press save button. Then your rubric is already attached to your assignment. So let's go here. Then you are seeing here staffing, training and development, individual assignment, fall 16 sample, which is because it's a sample copy which I just made for the purpose of showing you this. So here this rubric is attached here. Now if you want to make any changes here, you will not be able to make it because this is already attached to your assignment. So if you want to make a change, what you have to do is go here again and select any other rubric. Just for the sake of editing it, select any other rubric. Then you can press yes. Then that is here. Then you can go back to different rubrics that you have created already. Then after detaching your rubric from the assignment, from the rubric from the particular assignment that you have already received from the student, you open a particular assignment submitted by any student, and here you have different options for kick mark, comments and everything. And here this is for the rubric. You view here it says like view or edit rubric scorecard. Then press there rubric, and here this is the rubric form manager. Press rubric form manager, and you have BE group assignment fall 16 which has come default. Then you select the rubric that you have already created now. So for us this is the rubric that we have been working on. Then press there, and imagine you want to change something here. You add that here, and after that you have to detach your rubric if it is already attached. So here you get a message like this is not attached to this assignment. So you can do any editing here. Then after that you can press save, and you can press here again, so it is attached to the group assignment proposal submission. Again, if you want to make any changes, you have to detach this particular. Imagine now you want to change make some changes to the any other rubric. So you have to go here. Then you can edit here because this is not attached. Then after that, if you want to make any changes here, then you can make the changes, but make sure that you should get a message. To make a changes, you should get a message that the rubric is not attached to the assignment. I hope this was clear. And once you are done with inserting the marking rubric that you have created to the Turnitin assignment, how can you start marking with this particular rubric that you have created? That would be coming in the second video. Thank you for watching.